This is Oshkosh Today, your connection to events and organizations in the Oshkosh area. Oshkosh Today is supported in part by the Friends of OCM, Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on Oshkosh Today. We have a very special episode lined up for you today, entirely out of the studio, all about some summer fun events we have going on here in Oshkosh. So we traveled all around the city, finding all the best things for you to do this summer. So sit back, relax, grab your calendars, and get ready for some fun summer plans. First up, we went over to Dockside Tavern, where the Cerebral Palsy of Mid-East Wisconsin will be holding their ultimate annual tailgate party, which you won't want to miss. Then we headed over to the Winnebago County Fairgrounds and chatted with Mary Jane Boehm, this year's Fairest of the Fair, and they have a lot of great things lined up for this year's fair. The Boys and Girls Club has a lot going on, so we traveled over there to hear about their annual cornhole tournament and C.R. Meyer golf outing coming up. Thursdays in Oshkosh have become the night to be downtown, and Thursdays Between the Bridges is one of the reasons to do so. We checked out the Riverwalk, where the band on a boat entertains Oshkosh from the river. Finally, we stopped by the Oshkosh Area Humane Society for an update on Hazel the puppy, as well as some adoption news. And don't worry, we'll end the show, as always, with a segment of Focus on Health. So thanks again for joining us on Oshkosh Today, and enjoy our summer special.
Stay connected with Oshkosh Community Media Services and the City of Oshkosh. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. Sign up for e-updates. More resources, including video, at OshkoshCommunityMedia.org. Oshkosh Community Media is your media on your schedule. Connect with us today.
Welcome back to Oshkosh Today. Now we're here at the Dockside Tavern right here in Oshkosh on the river. I'm here with Connie Carmichael from the Cerebral Palsy of Mid-East Wisconsin, and we're going to talk about a really fun event that's going to be going on right behind us.
Absolutely. Are you ready for some football?
I'm ready. It's been too long, and now that all the other sports are winding down, it's football time.
And you're a Packer fan?
Oh yes, I am. So we're here to talk about the ultimate tailgate party. What can you tell us? What can we expect this year?
This year is going to be totally different than years past. We're trying something new. We're partnering with Lee Beverage and the Dockside, and we get the whole place inside and out to ourselves. It's going to be on Sunday, on September 21st for the noon game, the Packers versus the Lions game. We are going to have a huge tent outside. We're going to have everything inside. We've got food and everything will be inside. The huge tent will be outside where we'll have prizes. We'll have games throughout. It's going to be opening up at 11 a.m. and then at noon we're going to have, the game is going to start, but we'll have appetizers, hot appetizers, not the popcorn.
You're saying you're really
pretzels.
stepping it up this year.
Oh, we are totally stepping it up.
Some really good
this
finger
year.
food this
We're
year.
going to be having some great ultimate appetizers provided by Dockside here. And then at halftime, we're going to have an ultimate tailgate buffet that's going to be on the inside. And then we're going to do all the prizes and raffles and fun and games outside. It's just going to be awesome.
Well, it sounds like there's no shortage of activities going on. I mean, whether you're out here playing bags or, watching the game inside. What kind of games and things that we can do?
Well, we're going to do, the different football games and everything where people can win some money. We're also going to have raffles. We have some great prizes. I'll just tell you a few of the prizes. The grand prize from WGNR is a pub table with 4 chairs. From Audio Plus, a home security package worth over $900. Beyond Limousine package, where that's going to have some extra special little goodies with it, besides a 3-hour limo ride for you and your friends. And Bob over at Castle's TV and Appliance is giving us a 50-inch plasma large screen TV. And then we'll have an ultimate tailgate package that's this huge cooler full of all kinds of neat things. That's worth over $300 as well, plus a lot of variety of other prizes as well. And then we're going to do some other games, kind of like some mini raffles with different tables and things like that too.
Very fun. So those prizes are for the raffle, or the games, or both?
Those are for the raffles.
Okay.
And then we're going to do those little card games where you walk around the tables and stuff. And then we're going to have some special other prizes, a lot of cash prizes. It's all you can eat, all you can drink all day long. And if you want to stay for the second game, you're welcome to do that too.
Yes. And so if you're looking to get tickets, how much are the tickets, and you get the food, the game, the fun?
All of that, everything's included for the tailgate party, the appetizers at the beginning, the halftime tailgate buffet, and then all you can drink beer, wine, soda. Water is also free. No, all of that is only $35.
Really?
That's a great deal.
That is a
but
good
it's
deal.
only $35 if you get your tickets before September 15th.
Okay.
After September 15th, if we have any available, because it is limited seating, then it's going to be $40.
And they're going to go really fast. I mean, like
They
you
are
said,
already
limited seating.
going.
Such a good deal. So much fun to just come with a big group of people too.
Yes, I've heard from Dockside this morning, as a matter of fact, that a lot of groups are getting together and they're just going to have their tailgate party here.
Oh.
Another guy I know, it's his birthday that day, so he's bringing his birthday party here. No cleanup, nothing to worry about it, and you can take a cab home. It's just going to be a blast.
So much fun. And this whole event is benefiting Cerebral Palsy of Mid-East Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
What kind of programs and stuff is this going to be going
It's going to be benefiting a lot of our programs, our respite house. It's going to help with our respite house programs, our basic needs programs, help with a lot of general things that we have going on. It's just a great event. Big fun. One of the things I wanted to mention too is B104 is going to be here that day, and they're doing a live broadcast that day as well. And
so you could be on the radio when you're here.
And you can come by car, you can walk, you can come by boat. However you can get here, just get here. And if I could take a minute to say a special thank you to our sponsors, because if it wasn't for Dockside and Lee Beverage, this wouldn't be happening, and I really appreciate them. And then, of course, Flyway Signs, Steinert, Audio Plus, WGNR, Piggly Wiggly, Castles, and B104, and a special thanks to you guys for helping us get it out there.
Yes, and you really couldn't ask for a better place to have this. And, we're drawing people down to the river, and it's perfect. I don't know, how long has the tailgate party been around for?
It's been around for over 20 years, but we're changing it around a bit because to me, a Sunday game just sounds great, and it just sounds like big fun having it indoors and out and having a big tent. So if it rains, which it's not going to rain,
it's not going to rain.
I think it'll be great, and people can get their tickets at the Dockside. They've been so great to us. You can get your tickets. You can also buy raffle tickets if you can't make it to the event. You can buy the raffle tickets here as well. And they're also handing out these great little football schedules that Cerebral Palsy picked up.
And I already stole one of those
I
from
know.
the front.
Isn't that
there.
great? It tells all about the game, but it also has all the football schedules on it, and then it tells about the game. And even if you don't get here for the tailgate party, you can still get this as our gift to you.
Yes, it's so cute. And the amount of promotion that you do for this, you do so much, but you really don't even need to. It's such a popular event already. So many people look forward to it every year.
We are so looking forward to it, and everybody loves the Dockside's food and everything, and it's going to be big fun. It's going to be great. We're looking forward to it.
So just go ahead and recap once more the date, time, where you can get tickets and prices.
Absolutely. It is Sunday, September 21st. The doors open at the Dockside at 11 a.m., and the appetizers are all ready to be set up. The beer, wine, soda, water, everything will be all set up. You walk in the doors, pick your favorite place. We are going to have over 15 TVs.
Oh my God. Yes, and if you've even been in there, there's already a lot of TVs to start with.
Right, I forgot to mention that. We are going to have over 15 TVs and everything, plus you have a chance to win one. But the game is at noon, and then at halftime, we'll open up the tailgate buffet, which is going to be enormous, amazing food. And then we're going to have prizes and games all throughout. it's going to be a blast.
Great. Well, thanks again so much for having us out here to talk to you about this, and you can definitely count on me being there.
All right, I hope
come
so.
hungry and thirsty.
And come in your best tailgate and packer outfit,
Oh, yes.
too.
I'll be standing out a little bit, that's for sure. So.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks again, Connie. We're going to take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and we'll be right back with more summer fun right after this.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Respect is at the heart of civility, and it's a two-way street. If you want to get respect, you've got to show respect. So be the first to show it. Honor other people and their opinions, especially in the midst of a disagreement. Speak your piece and show respect. The Oshkosh Civility Project is a community-based effort. More information at oshkoshcivilityproject.org.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
vests,
Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
do you have ours?
You got our back?
you got ours? You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over. Welcome back to Oshkosh Today, and thank you for joining us. And we have now traveled over to the Winnebago County Fairgrounds, and I'm joined by Mary Jane Bame from the Winnebago County Fairest of the Fair. You're this year's Fairest of the Fair, so first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you're kind of gearing up here for the Winnebago County Fair. So what's the preparation like?
We're really busy actually right now because the fair starts really soon. It's August 5th through the 10th. A couple of our big highlights for the fair are the Demolition Derby Saturday night and a county tractor pull Thursday night.
And you have a few concerts too, if you want to maybe a little bit lesser known than some of the fairs around here, but still pretty good, up and coming.
Yeah, some of our concerts we have in our tent are Saturday night Lucas Hogue. Most of our performers are from Nashville. They're up and coming, so you can see some of the up and coming performers in the future.
And of course, at the fair, there will be these barns will maybe be filling up with some animals and things like that.
Within the next couple of days, these barns will be full of cows, pigs, horses, all the farm animals.
And do they, there's competitions for those and auctions and things like
Yes,
that?
there's judging days for certain animals, and then also the auction on Saturday morning for the pigs, beef, and lambs. And the fair is more about promoting the fair, your culture to the public people in the city. So the kids from the rural area really like to show up at the fair because they promote their type of living and stuff.
You can kind of really see where your food is coming from by coming to the fair. It's not just about looking at all the animals, but this is where a lot of the local food and meat and things like that come from.
Yeah, the county fair is a great place for people in town who live in town and people who live outside of town to intermingle and learn where their food comes from, how it's raised, how it's grown. So it's a really great thing for both sides of the people.
Yes, and a lot of fun things to look at. And do they have games and things like that at the fair too?
Yep, we'll have a midway ride all week long, and we have lots of different entertainment, like pig races every day, which are my favorite. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So how do they do? All right, I'm a city girl. Can you explain to us how a pig race works?
So they have these small pigs, probably 50-pound pigs, a little bit smaller ones. And they have a little racetrack for them, and there's 4 of them that will race around the track. And the first one to race around the track gets usually wins an Oreo or some type of little treat. And it's just a fun thing to watch, and the pigs are really competitive. It's the cutest thing ever.
You can make little bets on your favorite pig.
Yeah, you
too.
could.
Very fun. Maybe we can talk about the Fairest of the Fair program a little bit. Maybe tell us about your experience. How did you get involved in it?
I've known about Fairest of the Fair since I've been young. I've been a part of the county fair since I was younger. I was showing through the fair, and I decided to run this year just because I love the county fair and I love to promote it. And so I ran for it in April against another girl, and we had a competition. It's about your ability to talk to people, the way you present yourself. And we had interviews with 3 judges. We eat lunch with them, And then we also do like a little speech in front of a small crowd, and then the judges pick their fares to the fair. And since I've been chosen, I've been going to many parades this summer promoting the fair, many activities like this, TV shows, radio ads, and just getting the Winnebago County Fair out and knowing that it's August 5th through the 10th.
So fun. So it sounds like you've been really busy
Yes.
this past year, not only promoting the fair, but you know, the parades and TV appearances and things like that. How old do you have to be able to run for the Fairest of the Fair?
The Fairest of the Fair is to be 18 or older, and it's also, it can be for a girl or a boy to be the Fairest of the Fair. It's kind of like only girls do it, but it's going to be boy or girl. Oh. And it's just for somebody who wants to promote the fair and likes going to the fair and wants other people to come to the fair.
Definitely. And whew, it's windy out here today. But so, I mean, if someone's interested in running for it, how do they go about doing that? Who do they contact?
On our county website, Winnebago County Fair Online, there will be a link usually in the early spring about the application. It's a really short application, like a page or two long, and just kind of your background of who you are and why you want to run for the fair.
Nice. And so you do all of this leading up to the fair. What's your role during the actual fair?
Fair week is going to be really busy. I'm getting a schedule kind of set in stone for it, and every day I'm going to all the events, welcoming people to the fair, getting pictures, handing out awards to the 4-H members, selling raffle tickets, walking around the fair. So just being a person that people know that the fair is going to be a really busy week.
Signing autographs for all the little girls running up
yeah,
to
maybe.
So you'll be really busy during the fair. Maybe you want to tell us how we can get tickets if you're looking to get advance tickets or maybe learn more?
Advance tickets, you can come to the fair office, and right now they're $10 per day, which includes your parking, your unlimited rides to the Midway Grandstand show. Everything at the fair is only $10. And you come the day of the fair, any day of the week, it's $12, which includes all that. So it's actually a really great deal if you think about it. Unlimited rides, $12, grandstand show, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, and you can make a whole day out of it too. You know, come early and spend the whole day all the way down until the concert time.
Yep, there's so much to do at the county fair. I mean, I always miss events. I come here every year and I always miss events. So the county fair is for sure like a day full of fun events.
And that's that much more reason to build it into your schedule every year. So if you miss something one year, you can always come back for it again the next year. And I did want to talk about some of the special days that you have for, I think one of them was for senior citizens. What day is that?
Friday we always have our senior citizen day. So I think it's 55 or older. You can get into the fair for $5. And we have like a polka band that day for you guys. A horse pull, which is really cool, and also our veterans can get in free that day as well with their correct ID.
Okay, a horse pull, what exactly is that?
Our large horses, the Belgiums, they're larger types of horses, and they will pull these like weights, and the horses that pull the farthest, win. It's actually very, it's exciting to see. I think more the younger kids like it better than the older people because it's such a weird thing that we don't see as much anymore today. So
amazing to see the power of those animals too,
yes.
I'm sure. So what other kind of specials do we have going on that week?
On a Saturday we are partnering with the Run or Die 5K, which is going to be a big event. It's at the county park here across the street, but after that you can come in over to the county fair and get a discounted price. And then on Sunday we have First Responder Day and our blood drive. So if you donate blood, you're able to get to the county fair for free.
Wow. Well, that's a pretty good deal. You have so much going on. I mean, every day there's something special. So maybe you just want to recap once more the dates of the county fair, price of tickets, and how you can find them.
Our county fair is August 5th through the 10th, so right around the corner. And it's $12 a day, includes in parking, grandstand, unlimited rides. And then our first night, Tuesday night, we have our stock car races. Wednesday we have our rodeo, which is one of my favorites. Thursday night's our county tractor pull. Friday is our state truck and tractor pull, and Saturdays are demo derbies. And every night we have people in our tents singing, and we're just gonna be a fun time.
Yes, and August 5th through the 10th. Thanks so much for bringing us out here before it gets too crazy, Mary Jane, and we'll see you at the county fair.
Yep, thank you.
We're gonna take a quick break here on Oshkosh Today, and we'll be right back with a lot more summer fun right after this.
Hi, I'm Jordy Nelson. Did you know Wisconsin is rich with the heroes of World War II? These dedicated men and women, that living history, they were the backbone of our military during the war. Please join me and honor our World War II veterans by signing them up for an honor flight to Washington, D.C. Let's thank them for their service and see a memorial built in their honor. Go to wisconsinhonorflight.org and find a hub in your area. Help us honor the ones that deserve it the most.
The kittens are coming! The kittens are coming! The Oshkosh Area Humane Society is being invaded by cute, cuddly cats and kittens. They are everywhere and have taken over the shelter. There is no escaping them.
Director, we must do something about all these cats and kittens!
You are right, shelter manager. I know what we'll do. Every cat and kitten in the building is free.
Catzilla Days at the Oshkosh Area Humane Society.
We're back on Oshkosh today with more summer fun activities here, and now we're at the Boys and Girls Club of Oshkosh. I'm here with Tracy Ogden from the Boys and Girls Club, and we're going to talk about some fun events coming up here in August. And first one that's coming up the soonest is the Midwest Cornhole Tournament, and it's an annual event. What exactly is the date of it this year, Tracy?
This year it's Saturday, August 23rd, and it's at the Leach Amphitheater. We are expecting about 64 teams to come in and play. This is a social division, beanbag toss tournament, so everybody is welcome. Anybody who likes to play, you know, at Brewer games, Packer games, backyard picnics, this is the place to come play.
Excellent. No pros. We were just talking about this before the interview. No pros allowed. More of the tailgating people like me that are kind of novices. And,
absolutely.
A lot of different names for this game too. It's cornhole, bags,
beanbag toss. Yes, it's a little. You know, that's the original name. That's the actual name of it. It's a lot of fun. We expect about 500 people that day that like to come out and watch it. We have music. Of course, beer, you know, different food. It's a lot of fun. We also have, you can dress up in costumes.
Oh, okay.
So we have prizes for the best dressed team, and we also have prizes for the best name of teams. Okay. People come up with very creative team names for this, and the more creative, the better.
Yes,
because
and if you're not too good at with the skill level, then you can always make up for it with your with your team spirit. So anyone can enter. What are the prizes and things like that you can look for?
We have a $1,000 top prize, and then we pay down 7 places.
Okay.
And then there's a second chance division, so we'll pay down on that. So there's about 20 ways to make money, which is exciting.
So
we have some big games going on that day. We have a long toss tournament. We have practice boards out for people to play. So it's a beautiful day out at the Leach Amphitheater. It's a great way to support the Boys and Girls Club and just have a really great time doing it.
And outside of the actual tournament, there's some other things going on. I know you mentioned some live entertainment. What can you tell us about that?
Well, this year we're going to have a DJ. So we're going to have Jordan Wilcox as our DJ this year, and he's going to do a great variety of music. We've had great luck with live music in the past. We just thought we'd try something new this year. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Excellent. And is there anything new coming this year? Is the costume contest new, or is that something you've done in the past?
We've done the costume contest every year. What we've done, though, is we've broken it up from just having 1 prize down to 3, and then also 2 for the best named contest. We're breaking it down to 3 so that more people have an opportunity to win, because there are people who go crazy and go all out, which is so much fun. If you go to our Facebook page for the Midwest Cornhole Championship, or our website, you can see all the pictures from last year, and it's
get some inspiration.
It's just a lot of fun.
So the competition's it's fierce all around for all of it, really.
It takes about 8 hours for us to get through the brackets.
Oh my gosh! Oh, so that many people competing in the cornhole tournament, and also there's a little bit of an incentive just to join. The competitors actually get a free T-shirt, beer mug.
We get everybody gets a free beer mug. We also have T-shirts for purchase, and the best part is that everything you do that day goes to the Boys and Girls Club.
Excellent. So how can you enter if you're looking to enter? Where can you go?
You go to the Facebook site, Midwest Cornhole Championship. You can go to our website at bgcosh.org, and you can register right there online.
Excellent. And one more time on
August 23rd.
August 23rd. I'm thinking of our next event we've got going on. So next we want to talk about another huge event that the Boys and Girls Club has every year is the C.R. Meyer Golf Outing.
Yes.
When exactly is it this year?
This year it's September 8th. It is out at the Oshkosh Country Club. We expect a beautiful day. It's one of the last outings of the season, so it's a great way to get out and spend a day on the course in September, which is always lovely.
Oh, it's beautiful at that time of year.
And again, it supports the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, and actually, the funds for the golf outing are going more towards a specific aspect. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
We are very blessed that our club has a summer camp out in New London called Camp Radford, which is named after Bill Radford, one of our longtime friends and board members. We send about 400 kids a summer out to camp.
Really?
So, and they can go for the day, they can go overnight. We have kids from other clubs that come and use it, and it needs a facelift. So we are in the process of putting on a new roof, building some new buildings, getting things cleaned up. So it'll last us another 50 years. We are also starting a outdoor education endowment to help with the long-term sustainability of the camp, and then sending kids to camp.
Excellent. So this event really kind of backs that up a lot.
Absolutely.
And is this open to anyone?
Anybody's welcome to golf. It's $150 to golf, $600 a foursome. We do have sponsorships available if people are interested, and again, everything can be found on our website.
Excellent. Anything else going on at the golf outing, or is it more solely the golfing that's going on
It's
that
for
day?
the most part, it's golfing, a couple games on the course, but for the most part, it's just golf.
Excellent. Well, I think that's just about it. And lastly, I guess there's always volunteer opportunities here at the Boys and Girls Club. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about that, if anyone's interested in getting more involved or learning more.
Absolutely. We count on about 700 to 800 volunteers a year here at the club, between our main site here, our events, our after-school sites, our outdoor activities, you name it. We have people that come in daily, weekly, monthly, just to help out, and there's a little something for everybody. We have had people who have come in and taught classes to kids, who have read books, played games. We'll come shoot hoops, with the kids, and just,
you even have chickens out there today.
We have chickens out here today, and then we have an amazing mentoring program that we've started with middle school youth. We've decided we're going to add 70 kids in 3 years, and we're looking for adult mentors to spend 4 hours a month with these children.
Which isn't a huge commitment,
Which isn't a huge commitment, and it's here right at the club. You can come, after school, during the day, whichever, do homework, hang out. We have one mentor, their child wants to be a mechanic, so he's helping them change the oil in cars, and just, teaching them things, and really giving them that positive influence.
And outside of volunteering, is there any donation opportunities for people that might not be interested in volunteering?
Absolutely. This club is funded by everybody in this community. The community has embraced us for about 44 years, and we're so lucky. But it takes it every year. We have to start over every year. We serve about 4,200 kids between these buildings, our after-school sites, and our club in Berlin. And we count on everybody stepping up to help us.
Wonderful. Well, one more time, if you want to just give us the dates of the cornhole tournament and the golf outing to look forward to.
Absolutely. Cornhole is August 23rd at the Leach Amphitheater, and the Sierra Meyer golf outing is September 8th at the Country Club.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again, Tracy, for coming out and for bringing us out here to tell us about these fun summer events coming up.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break here on CATV2, and we'll be right back with more right after this.
On the surface, the simple pleasures in life are going on all around us. But inches beneath the surface, utility lines are carrying electricity, gas, and more to your home. Digger's Hotline helps avoid costly or dangerous mistakes. It doesn't matter how deep you're digging, call 811 or click diggershotline.com 3 working days before you start your project, and we'll help take the risk out of digging. Protect your simple pleasures. Know what's below.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Take responsibility. Life consists of each day, not just big events sometime in the future. It's the little things, too. Taking responsibility can be hard and taxing. It's not something you master over the weekend, so start right now. Don't shift responsibility and blame onto others. Share disagreements publicly. Speak your piece and take responsibility. Go to the OshkoshCivilityProject.org and sign the pledge.
Joining us on Oshkosh today, and now we are here right outside of Beckett's on the Riverwalk, and I am joined by Jeff Potts from the Oshkosh Convention and Visitors Bureau. And we're going to hear a little bit about something that happens every Thursday here during the summer, known as Thursdays Between the Bridges. So thanks, first of all, for bringing us out here on this beautiful day, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, it ties in nicely. Half the reason we're doing this Thursday night stuff is to focus on our gorgeous Oshkosh Riverwalk.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, maybe if you want to just tell us a little bit about Thursdays Between the Bridges. We're about halfway through the season. What exactly does it all consist of?
Certainly. The idea kind of came up earlier this year when the Waterfest schedule came out. We noticed right away that they'd tweak their formula to do some Friday, Saturday stuff, and that left a lot of Thursday nights with us personally not having anything to do. So we wanted to correct that, and essentially we brought together a group of partners to say, hey, on Thursdays during the summer that Waterfest isn't happening, what can we do to not only entertain ourselves, but to continue this tradition of people coming downtown, enjoying our waterways, patronizing the businesses here, and that's really where it was born from.
I think you can say it's been a really successful year. Who's all involved in this? I know there's several different...
The Convention and Visitors Bureau kind of took the lead on this, and what we did is we contacted all the venues that are located on the river. So we started Fratello's, we go to the UW Oshkosh Alumni and Welcome Center, Mahoney's, it's a half a block off the river, so that kind of counts. Get over here to Beckett's, the Ground Round at River's Edge, Dockside Tavern, and the Brooklyn, because they're just a short walk from the Main Street Bridge. So between us and those 6 partners, we pooled resources, and essentially what we're doing on nights that Waterfest doesn't happen, we've hired this giant riverboat. It's got this huge paddle wheel on the back, and we've hired bands to perform on top of it. So really from 7 to 9 on those Thursdays, the boat travels up the river from the UW Oshkosh campus, follows the Riverwalk to here, and then just kind of circles and entertains the audiences that are either at the venues or gathered here on the Riverwalk.
That is such a cool idea. And I mean, it doesn't go too fast, obviously.
No, it doesn't. It's a paddle boat, so it won't go real fast. And the other question we get a lot is, why doesn't it stop and play? And it's a paddle boat. It can't stop in the river.
Right. And it is a river, too. So,
Right.
I mean, you'd imagine it would kind of take you down a little bit, even if you're not paddling.
Yeah, so it's neat. People on the shore, they get a song, the boat comes back, they get another song. The other question we get a lot is, how do we get on the boat? And sadly, at this point, we haven't figured that out yet. Once we get the band and the equipment on, there's not much room left.
Yeah.
But as we keep doing this, it really is a cool experience if we can get some folks on there as well.
Little VIP section.
Yeah,
possibly.
stay tuned for that. If we can figure it out, it's going to be great.
Yes, and it is only the first year, so there is a lot of different ways that you can continue to go with it. Who have we had so far? I mean, halfway through here.
Sure. The last time we did it, local group, the Dead Horses, performed, and they were absolutely fabulous. They had people in kayaks following the boat to listen to the music. We had other pontoon boats trailing us on the river. It was just really cool. We tried to focus a lot on local entertainment, people that Oshkosh residents will know, people that were willing to work with us, because it's a little bit of a bizarre concept for this band as well to say, we're putting you on a boat, you're going to play, there's no real audience, but we'll go past a whole bunch of people. Luckily, they've been on board. So coming up, Andy's Automatics is our next one. We have Paul Robert and the Hall of Famers, the Presidents, and then we wrap up the season at the end of August with Big Backyard. So a lot of different genres of music, a lot of fun on those Thursdays that Waterfest isn't happening.
And what about the Thursdays that Waterfest is going on? What kind of things do you have?
Yeah, that's the kind of neat thing. So we didn't want to give up on that momentum. So all of the partners, what we've done to tie us together is we created a punch card. You pick them up on Thursdays, and on Thursday nights, if you visit any of the venues, you get a punch. Once you've filled your card, you turn it in, and you're going to win more than $150 worth of gift certificates to all these venues if your name's drawn. So again, the idea is to keep people coming downtown, even on Waterfest nights, and keep patronizing these great venues we have on or really close to the waterway.
Very cool. And each of the venues can kind of come up with their own twist on it. They can do their own specials. And
Yeah,
stuff like
what
that.
you're finding out is all of them will have food and drink specials. Some of them will even hire their own little entertainment stuff. The UW Alumni Center, the Welcome Center there, they've been doing family activities. So they have cornhole games and hydration stations, and they put out a 3-piece jazz trio. Again, the draw is the band on the boat, but the real draw is just coming out on Thursdays and enjoying the Fox River and enjoying downtown Oshkosh.
Yes, especially if you're going to Waterfest, why not make a whole night out of it?
Yeah.
Start your night off and end it down here. It's just perfect. perfect.
Exactly. And you know, we've got such great resources from the Leach Amphitheater 2 miles down to Fratello's. Let's use this. And the more we use it, the better it's going to be. As you know, there's long-term plans to develop the Riverwalk on both sides. And if we keep showing the city that residents and visitors alike want to utilize this area, those plans are going to come together a little bit more quickly.
Yes, and I mean, like you said, you're trying to draw people downtown, and the Thursdays Between the Bridges is a huge asset to that. Do you find that that's successful? Do you see more people coming down and utilizing the Riverwalk?
Yeah, the venues involved on Waterfest nights, they don't have any problems filling the place. On non-Waterfest nights, a little bit more difficult, so they've really appreciated the extra energy we've injected into this. And, you know, again, it's a state of mind. What we're essentially promoting is a day of the week, Thursdays, in a geographic location. Anything on the Fox River between our bridges, it's a state of mind. Just come out, have fun, bring the whole family. That's the other neat thing about the Riverwalk is it's essentially a park. You can come have a picnic down here. You can bring your bike down here. You can even walk your dog on a leash on the Riverwalk and enjoy all this. It's just a really cool synergy we have going on.
Yeah, and you could even try out a different place each week. It's like there's so many opportunities down here. So the Thursdays Between the Bridges, where can we find a schedule for, you know, when the riverboat will be out, when versus
Certainly. All the locations I mentioned will have those punch cards. They have a schedule on it. Facebook, just punch in Thursdays Between the Bridges, you'll get to our event page, and we'll also put all the information on visitoshkosh.com and our various social media channels. Really the best thing though, just come out on a Thursday night. You're going to stumble into this giant fun atmosphere, whether it's a Waterfest night, whether it's a band on the boat night. Start your weekend early.
Oh yeah, well I can't complain with that, of course. I'd definitely start my weekend a little early on Thursday. And you do have an awesome Facebook page for Thursday Between the Bridges, so you can even schedule things with your friends, you know, meet down here at this time next Thursday or whatever else. So it's all come together great. And do you see maybe more restaurants and businesses jumping on here?
We hope so. We'd love to expand this a little bit into downtown. Truthfully, we saw a void. We quickly rallied the troops, and we did this on a wish and a prayer. And we're pretty happy what we pulled off with minimal budget. What I will tell you, that very first week we had one scheduled, people that showed up, they got the boat, they didn't get the band because we had some technical difficulties. What it made us realize is those people running Waterfest are professionals. You would never know if they have a problem. And the first week we tried to fill the void, wow, all we could do was praise Waterfest. They are the true leaders of Thursday nights.
They make it look so easy, don't they?
They do.
So one last time, any websites, phone numbers, or places that people can go to get more information?
Certainly. Visit Oshkosh.com, Facebook, just punch in Thursdays Between the Bridges. Otherwise, Fratello's, UW Oshkosh Alumni Center, Mahoney's, Beckett's, Ground Round, Dockside Tavern, and the Brooklyn Grill.
All right, and Jeff, we actually have a paddle boat right behind us that just docked. Is this the boat from the band on the boat?
Yes, on the Loose Cruise. Great timing for us, but as you can see, it's a 50-foot paddle boat. On normal days, it acts as a river cruiser, and they do special tours in that. And then on our Thursday nights, it's complete private charter for us.
No band on this boat right now, but Thursday nights, not Waterfest nights, there will be a band on that thing.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, and then one last time, if you want to tell us where people can find more information, websites, phone numbers.
Definitely. Go to the Convention and Visitors Bureau website, visit Oshkosh.com. Stop at any of the participating venues along the Fox River. If you see water from their backyard, they're on board on this. So otherwise, just show up on a Thursday night. Come downtown. You can't help but stumble across some fun in downtown Oshkosh.
Can't miss it. So again, thank you so much for joining us out here on this beautiful day, Jeff, and we'll see you on Thursday.
You bet.
Don't forget to check out more at the Oshkosh Convention and Visitors Bureau website on Thursdays Between the Bridges, or check it out on Facebook. We'll be right back with more Oshkosh Today.
Stay connected with Oshkosh Community Media Services and the City of Oshkosh. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. Sign up for e-updates. More resources, including video, at OshkoshCommunityMedia.org. Oshkosh Community Media is your media on your schedule. Connect with us today.
Do you know or have a family member with a disability? Cerebral Palsy of Mideast, Wisconsin is here to help. We offer programs and services that make a positive difference for individuals that are affected by a variety of disabilities. Volunteers are always welcome, and your financial gifts are truly appreciated and tax deductible. For more details, log on to www.cpmideastwis.com or call 1-800-261-1895. Thanks for supporting Cerebral Palsy of Mideast, Wisconsin.
We are back on Oshkosh today. Thanks again for joining us. And now we are at the Oshkosh Area Humane Society. I am here with Cheryl from the Oshkosh Area Humane Society, here to tell us about some things going on here that you have happening this summer. Where exactly are we right now?
We're in gallery number 5, and gallery number 5 is the senior room. It's for cats that are 8 and anywhere from 8 to 18, and sometimes older. So when we are working in the galleries, we try to put cats in that have similar energy levels and that are compatible. And so this is a nice mix in this room. In fact, this is my favorite room because most of the cats in here like to sit on laps.
Oh, yes. And I've already noticed that, when we came in here, everyone's coming up to greet us a little bit. And
Hey,
nice
are
and
you here
chill.
to take me home?
Yes. Well, the first thing we wanted to talk about is Hazel, our little puppy that was rescued a few weeks ago.
Yes.
How's she doing?
Yes. Hazel, the little puppy that was found behind the dumpster out at Plainview, she's doing quite well. She did have a vet appointment, and we were hoping that she would be able to start her water therapy. However, she has a skin infection, and the antibiotic that she was on wasn't working as well as had been expected, and so they're trying a different antibiotic, and we have to kind of wait until that is cleared up. And she does have another doctor's appointment in a few days to see how she's doing, but in the meantime, she is eating and growing and wearing her little harness that keeps her back legs tucked in, and she is quite the scrambler.
So she's doing good.
She's doing well. And she made the announcement, I guess, a couple days ago. She is now 2.1 pounds. Wow. So she was, yeah, she's really growing. I never realized until you really see her how tiny she is.
So. Well, glad to hear she's doing well. A point that we wanted to get across here is there are, Hazel is one instance, but there are so many that are in the same situation.
And we've had a wonderful reception for Hazel. The community has been so supportive. We've gotten donations all across the nation and around the world. Really? But the truth of the matter is, as sad as it is that Hazel was abandoned behind a dumpster, especially when we know that's not necessary as long as there is a Humane Society available. People need to remember that every animal that's here at the animal shelter has in some way, shape, or form been abandoned. And somebody moves and they leave their pet here because they can't take their pet with them. That pet has no one to care for them except us. And we rely so much on the community to help us take care of those animals. And I think it's important to remember that when the community is helping the Humane Society, you're also helping your friends and neighbors, because maybe you had a friend or a neighbor who could no longer take their pet, or maybe someone who passed away and couldn't keep their pet, and that pet came here. Mm-hmm. And we can't provide endless care for these animals without the support of our community. It's a very taxing, very expensive line of work to be in.
Never ending. Never ending.
Summers are extremely difficult for us. We are really feeling the push right now. We have 273 cats under our care.
273 cats.
Yeah, 273 as of today. We have 34 dogs right now. Kittens, we have 65 of that 273 are kittens that are in foster homes, and we're always in need of foster homes. And what fostering is, just so that our audience knows, let's say that we get a nursing mom in, or we get an older cat that isn't doing well here at the shelter. We need to get them out of here because it's very stressful being at the shelter, and kittens especially get sick very easily. So we want to put them in a foster home. So if somebody has a spare bedroom and they are willing to take on the care of these little kittens or cats, we send you home with the food, the litter, the bedding, everything that you need, including the medical care, but we need you to provide the room and the TLC. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that can be anywhere from a week, 10 days, to a couple of months, depending upon what the situation is. And Carrie, who's our volunteer coordinator, she is very good at matching the right foster cat or foster animal with the right foster home. If somebody, well, I'd really like to foster, but we're going on vacation in 2 weeks, or I'm not
comfortable. I don't know if your house is right. Or...
Well, or I'm not comfortable giving medications, or I don't know if, how this is going to work. And Carrie spends a lot of time going over the foster information with foster homes. And it's something you can say no, but it is imperative that when you're fostering kittens, we don't want there to be a mix between your pets and the shelter animals, because they could be harboring something, or they're trying to get over something, and we want to make this as easy a transition also for the pets that the foster home may have. So if it's a separate room, a lot of times the animals will know that somebody or something is in that room, but it's not interfering with their everyday activities with their family.
Okay, are there any guidelines for people that are able to foster an animal? I mean, any kind of things that they need to meet?
You have to have a spare room.
Okay.
And you have to be, either own or rent your home and have permission to have animals in your home. But other than that, I really don't know of too many restrictions.
So no excuse not to.
No excuse not to. Sometimes we tease at holiday time that, if you have a foster animal in your spare bedroom, your mother-in-law can't come for Christmas.
It's the perfect excuse.
So I have a foster kitten, so I can't have any company.
Yes.
So, and we do. We have several foster homes right now, but foster homes get worn out. And so if we have an abundance of foster homes, we can let other foster homes take a break while other people take over.
Okay,
And,
so if someone who's interested in possibly fostering, how do they go about that?
They should call the Humane Society, or they can email Carrie, CARI, @oahs.org, and just tell her that they're interested in the foster care program, and she will set up I don't want to say an interview with them, but she actually sits down with them and finds out what are their expectations and tells them what our expectations are. The hardest thing about being a foster home is I don't foster anymore because I flunk. I keep the animals I foster. So that's another thing to realize, that sooner or later they will come back to the shelter and need to be adopted out.
Great. And you guys are always looking for, if you're not able to foster, they're always accepting donations and things
Donations, like that. Our food pantry, we have our own pantry for the animals here at the shelter. We also have a food pantry that we use for people, general public that comes in and says, I've been laid off, I can't feed my dog right now, can I have a bag of food? We want to send that food home with them. They can donate to our food pantry. They can make monetary donations, money-wise, whether it be for spay, neuter, vaccinations, anything that they wanted to go for, paper toweling, food, Q-tips, cotton balls, just everyday things.
So many opportunities.
So many things. Check out our website and see what our most needed items are, and it's all greatly, greatly appreciated.
Yeah, so make sure you go to the Oshkosh Area Humane Society website, which is oahs.org.
That is correct.
Yeah, so you can see any volunteer opportunities, donations, or if you're interested in fostering or even adopting.
Right. And the other way they can check us out, if they're interested in updates on Hazel and what else we're doing, they can also visit our Facebook page. Be sure and like us.
Love your Facebook page.
Isn't that fun?
I love the voices of the animals. Whoever writes those is a genius.
Yeah. So Jen does a really great job.
Yes. Well, thanks again for bringing us out here, and I know we could talk for hours, so we'll have to come back soon.
Okay.
Again, visit the Oshkosh Area Humane Society website for more information.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to take a quick break here on CATV2. We'll be right back with more Oshkosh Today right after this.
If you stop and think about it, your local park and recreation department brings more to your life than you may realize. Support your local park and recreation department. This quality of life moment brought to you by the Wisconsin Park and Recreation Association.
Welcome back to Oshkosh today. Hopefully we gave you some great ideas to fill up the rest of your summer schedule. Now we're going to take a few moments and focus on health with our friends at Aurora and Ted Stefaniak. Let's take a look.
This Focus on Health segment is brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Hello and welcome to Focus on Health. I'm Ted Stefaniak. You know, on a beautiful day like this, most people aren't thinking about bee stings, but for many, it's a very serious threat. So today we're going to be speaking with allergist and immunologist Dr. Anita Geller-Rigoni, and we're going to find out just what the risk factors of bee stings really are. Well, thank you for joining us once again. You know, we have such a beautiful day out here, but some people have the issue of dealing with bee stings, and people are allergic to bee stings. If you're allergic to bees and you get stung, how do you typically treat something like that?
Well, about 10 million Americans or so are allergic to bee stings, so that's about 5% of people. And there's no way to really predict if you're going to be allergic. The way we treat it, though, is with a device called epinephrine. And what this is it comes in a case, and it's an auto-injector type device, and it comes in 2 pens. And there's trainers that come with the kits, which are instructed, and I always teach that in the office too. The way we determine if somebody needs one of these is based on the reaction they have. So there's different kinds of reactions. Some people have just what we call large local reactions, meaning just a big red area. And that does not indicate the need for epinephrine, actually, and that doesn't predict that you're going to ever have a severe reaction to a bee sting. The reactions that require treatment or evaluation are those that we call anaphylaxis, and those reactions can vary, and they include lightheadedness, wheezing, coughing, throat closing, eyes swelling, stomach aches. So lots of different reactions. They can break out in hives. So those are all considered severe reactions that require this treatment.
Yeah. When you use the epinephrine pen, does that pretty much take care of it, or does a person then have to also get to see their doctor right away?
That's a good question. So when they use the pen, first thing is they should have 2 pens all the time. And the reason for that is some people require a second injection. About 20%, so out of 5 reactions, 1 will need an additional pen. So yes, they should see their doctor right away after they use the first one. Usually we tell people to call 911. I have some individuals that live very close. They can get here closer and have a friend that drives them. But either way, they should be seen immediately after using the device.
Yeah. Now, is there a way to test to see if you're actually allergic to bees?
Yes, there is. It's not bad, actually. What we use in our clinic is a device that's considered to be the least painful, which is why I chose it.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. Very small. You can hardly even see the tip on it.
Right.
And we use this first, we call this a scratch test. And then whatever is positive is what you would end up being considering treatment for. Now, there is a second step of testing after this, and that's where we have very small needles that we inject a small amount under the skin. And what we're looking for is a small hive or itchy spot that tells us you're allergic to that insect that we're testing to.
Okay, now when a person comes in to be tested for whatever allergies they might be trying to figure out, is the bee test also just part of that, or do they have to ask for that specifically?
They have to ask for that specifically. And we would only test for that if they had a reaction. I'll often have people come in, and as part of the testing that I do for trees and grasses and all of that, they'll say, well, can you test me for bee stings? The problem is that if I test, it doesn't predict what your reaction will be. So even if you had a positive test, it doesn't mean you're going to go out and have anaphylaxis to a bee. So we test people who have already had a reaction, and those are the individuals we test for bee stings.
And when you say reaction, I mean, is it a severe reaction, or are there variations of the severity of the reaction?
There are variations of the severity. Any reaction that involves the throat, the lungs, or any breathing problems, or if they lose consciousness, pass out, those people for sure should be tested. Any adult who breaks out in hives head to toe, and it can vary, but we can't predict what the reaction will be. And if you have one reaction on one event, it doesn't predict what your future reaction will be. But we do know that as much as 60 to 70% of people who have a reaction will have a similar reaction the next time, at least as severe.
Right. Now, does family history play anything a part in possibly being allergic to bees?
That's another good question. So it does, in the sense that having a family history of a bee sting increases your risk of being allergic to anything. So anybody who has a parent that was allergic means they are at higher risk to just be allergic. It doesn't predict what you'll be allergic to. For example, if a parent comes in and they're very severely allergic and they want to know if their child is allergic, I tell them their child is at no greater risk than the next person of being allergic to bees. They're just more likely to be allergic in general.
Right. Now, if you're allergic to bee stings, are there other possible insects you might be allergic to?
Yes. We kind of categorize it all as bees because it's hard to differentiate. If you look at the different insects online, or you can Google everything now, and you can look at images, and there's textbooks and that show you the different images. They look very similar. They're almost all yellow and black. And so we can test to all of them, and I test to all regardless of what somebody tells me they thought they were stung by, because usually we're wrong. And there are bees, which is the honeybee, and in this neck of the woods it's just the honeybee. There's the Africanized honeybee, which is more aggressive, found in southern states. And then there's wasps, the paper wasp, yellow jacket, and then the hornet. And there's also both the yellow-faced hornet and the white-faced hornet.
Now, if a person is stung, and you mentioned some of the symptoms that you might experience if you're allergic, how important is it to get to a doctor or an emergency room? What would you recommend?
Yes, if they have a severe reaction, they should be seen immediately. They should not wait, because those symptoms can progress. And they should seek attention to receive evaluation, testing, and they should be taught on how to use an EpiPen or epinephrine. The problem is that these, even though they're made to be simple to use, more than half of people who have one use it wrong. And so it's important to be taught, and it's important to know when to utilize it. Most people don't use it when they should have used it because they're afraid of it. Right. And it really is a life-saving device.
Right. And that's why it's so important to get to see you, make sure that you're not allergic to bee stings, and then also how to use the pen correctly.
Yes, and then there's the testing. And then once we do the testing, we offer a treatment for them besides epinephrine. In reality, most people don't carry their epinephrine with them. When you're outdoors mowing your lawn, unless you're going to wear a fanny pack, I don't know how you're going to carry it. And that is where the immunotherapy or allergy shots for bee stings come in. And we offer those also, and it's recommended that people receive those if they've had a life-threatening reaction. It's 97% protective. Within 3 months of starting, you'll be 90% protected. So if somebody comes to me during this time of the year in the summer, I try to get them started right away, and then we get them on a regimen, and they'll be ready to go by fall, so that if they're stung, they don't have to worry.
Yeah. Try to avoid getting stung. I guess that's the big issue, but if you have that, you can certainly see you for any questions.
That is correct.
All right, well, thanks for joining us today.
Sure, thank you.
Now, if you have any questions about bee stings or even seasonal allergies, you can certainly get a hold of Dr. Geller Rigoni by checking out our website at aurora.org, or you can certainly give us a call at 920-303-8700. I'm Ted Stefaniak, and we'll see you next time on Focus on Health.
This Focus on Health segment has been brought to you by Aurora Healthcare.
Thanks so much, Ted, and it looks like that's going to do it for our summer special of Oshkosh Today. Make sure you tune into CATV2 for all of your community programming, or check us out at oshkoshcommunitymedia.org for replays of all your favorite shows. You can also go to our YouTube channel and share them with your friends. Of course, you can also hear Oshkosh Today and other programs on the radio at 101.9 WOCT, which is also streaming online on the OCMS website or on the TuneIn Radio app for mobile devices. Don't forget to like our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter for both city and programming updates. And finally, if you're a Pinterest fan, check out our board for the latest snapshots of the city. If you'd like to be a guest on Oshkosh Today, you can email me at emakowski@ci.oshkosh.wi.us. Thanks again for joining us on Oshkosh Today, and we'll see you next time.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM, Aurora Healthcare, 855 North West Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. To find replay times for Oshkosh Today, to be a guest on the show, or to watch online, visit our website at oshkoshcommunitymedia.org.